Max the Detective, The Mystery of the Secret Door. In a small, quiet town, there lived a boy named Max. But Max wasn't an ordinary kid. He was a detective. With his detective hat that always seemed too big and his trusty magnifying glass, he could solve any mystery that came his way. One stormy evening, Max was reading a mystery book when his mom called out, "Max, dinner's ready." As Max rushed downstairs, he noticed something strange. His dog Rusty was barking at a corner of the living room, his nose pressed against the wall. "What's up, Rusty?" Max asked, kneeling down to pet him. But Rusty wouldn't stop barking. Max frowned and got closer to the wall. That's when he noticed it. Tiny scratch marks on the floor, as if something heavy had been moved. Max's detective senses tingled. Aha! A clue, he whispered to himself. He grabbed his magnifying glass and inspected the wall closely. Something seemed off. The paint was a little different in one spot, almost as if Max reached out and knocked on the wall. Knock, knock, clunk, it sounded hollow. There's something behind here, Max thought, his heart racing with excitement. He pressed his hands against the wall, pushing gently until click, a small door swung open. Max's eyes widened. A secret door. Inside was a dark, winding staircase that seemed to lead deep underground. Without a second thought, Max grabbed a flashlight from the kitchen, put on his oversized detective hat, and carefully crept down the stairs, Rusty following close behind. The air was cool and smelled like old books. As they reached the bottom, Max's flashlight flickered across something shiny. It was a key. Max picked it up, feeling its cold metal in his hand. A key. But what does it open, he wondered aloud. Just then, he noticed a large wooden chest sitting in the corner of the room, covered in dust. His heart pounded as he approached it. Could it be treasure? He placed the key in the lock and turned it slowly. Click. The chest creaked open. Inside, Max found an ancient-looking map with strange symbols and markings he didn't recognize. "This is amazing," Max whispered. "I've never seen anything like it." But as Max was examining the map, a low growl echoed through the room. Max's flashlight flickered again, and he spun around to see shadows moving along the walls. Rusty barked, but he seemed nervous too. Suddenly, a voice boomed from the shadows. "Who dares to open the chest of secrets?" Max's heart raced, but he stood tall. "I'm Max, the detective, and I solve mysteries. Who are you?" A figure emerged from the darkness, a tall, ghostly figure wearing a long cloak. But as the figure stepped into the light, Max realized it wasn't a ghost at all. It was an old man with a long beard and a friendly smile. "I've been waiting for someone brave enough to find the secret door," the man said kindly. "My name is Professor Felix. I hid this map long ago and only a true detective could find it." Max's eyes sparkled with excitement. "What's the map for? Where does it lead?" Professor Felix smiled. "Ah, that's the greatest mystery of all. This map will lead you on an adventure filled with puzzles, riddles, and ancient treasures. But you must be clever and brave to follow it." Max grinned. This was the adventure of a lifetime. "You've already solved the first part of the mystery by finding the door," Professor Felix said. "The rest? Well, that's up to you." Max thanked the professor and, with the map safely tucked under his arm, he and Rusty climbed back up the secret staircase. As they closed the door behind them, Max knew his next adventure was just beginning. That night, Max lay in bed, staring at the map by his bedside table. "Tomorrow I'll follow the clues," he whispered to himself, "and who knows what I'll discover." With a smile on his face, Max drifted off to sleep, dreaming of hidden treasure, ancient riddles, and the next big mystery waiting just around the corner.